All right, it's time we've talked about Dreadful Meadows. Very, very good cover, first off. Beautiful cover, beautiful, beautiful cover. You got Jack, this skeleton man, and in this game, you are going to be confectioners, is what they call them. You're going to be playing, a little engine building game where you're going to be kind of planting all of these different kinds of candy, and the candy is hilarious. They've got tons of different kinds of seeds that you can plant. For example, there are Phantamellows, Gummy Globs, Treacle Teeth, and pumpkin pops. And all of these kind of have different scoring, different value. There's some that are more rare than others. And the main kind of puzzle of this game is this grid base of how you're actually placing these patches in your tableau, how you're building out your fantastic farm, I guess. These farms have a built-in cost to them, but on top of that, they're going to be on a revolving market that has things be more expensive if they've just come out and less expensive as they've been sitting there. And then as you're kind of putting them on the board, well, that also brings up options about how you're going to harvest these and when you're going to harvest them. But personally, I think I find the most interesting thing is that what you are actually harvesting or creating is what you're using to spend in order to get more of that thing. So you're going to be having these workers and you're going to be placing them into your kind of patch area, your farmland, and that's going to supply you with basically more of these crops. Well, then you're going to be spending these crops to get more patches, and that's why it's an engine builder, right? But you might want to go for some over others, and that's because of these concoction cards, which are basically going to be recipes that you can fulfill by spending certain of those crops onto these concoction cards instead of getting more of these farms. You can even invest in these crazy harvesters that are going to double your production. You're going to get more and more and more in your little spooky farm. I love this game because it takes such a different approach from most kind of like Halloween themed games where you're playing these monsters, sure. They all have these cool little special abilities that make them unique, sure. But you're just farming at the end of the day. You're trying to be a freaking farm, creepy, spooky baron over the farmlands. And I just love that vibe. Dreadful Meadows is a delight, a great, great, great engine builder for the Halloween season. One thought that I would get though is that, while all of these monsters are farming, taking care of their farm, what are all their kids doing? Well, if you're interested in that question, I got an idea for you. You check out this video up above and I'll tell you about what those kids be doing.